Everybody trying to figure out, will Bailey jump Shedeur? Or will Shedeur go up to QB2? But the writing kind of on the wall. The writing kind of on the wall, and Kevin already done got into this press conference today. And in this press conference, he said that he wants to do what's right for the player and what's right for the team. And he want to make sure that the players are in position to succeed. I'm telling y'all, I believe it's going to go Bailey. And I'm just going to give you the reasons why. Now, he could go ahead and stick with Shedeur, but based on how Kevin been operating and based on the information they putting out, Bailey finna be QB2, y'all. It's Bailey seems to be QB2. Now, Kevin did say he's going to let it play out. He's going to allow it to play out this week. Yeah, JB, I said 445 to 515 and turned into 6. Hey, listen, it be like that. I think it be like that. So, yo, Kevin laying it out that if he does decide to go with Bailey, nobody a trip. Because he had Bailey on the roster. Bailey was there in 24. Bailey started one game, the game in January, he started. Bailey completed like 50-some% of his, yeah, he was like 16 to 31 or something like that. And he had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. So it's not like Bailey is going to change anything. It's not like Bailey is the future. Bailey is just what Joe Flacco is if he decides to go with Bailey at QB2. Now, the overall thing is, don't trip. Don't let this get you upset, because this doesn't stop the fact that Shedeur will be that guy in Cleveland at some point. Maybe November or late November and December and the January game. But Shedeur will get, at the bare minimum, I'm assuming 4 games. But Bailey is a player that's been with Kevin. He's the elder of the QB room. They can learn from Bailey. Even though Dylan is starting, Bailey going to be able to give them something because he's been out there. He done been out there. He was there in 22 with New England, 23 with New England. Then he was on the practice squad with somebody in 24. Then Cleveland picked him up to start in 24. And then in 25, he's been on the practice squad. So really, this man now has 6, 7, 8, 9. I think he had 9 starts in 3 seasons. 2 his first year, 6 the next year. Now, his first year with his 2 starts, he was 70%. The next year with 6 starts, he was 59%. The next year with us, I think he was 53 to 56%. So, if Bailey gets placed in front of Shedeur, it's nothing to do with Shedeur. It is Kevin. Now, I'm doing this because that's just the way Kevin want to do it. Kevin is saying he wants to put, to me, it take pressure off Dylan Gabriel. That's what it really do. It take pressure off of Dylan Gabriel. You got Bailey as a buffer. He's not expecting to play Bailey. Just Bailey would be at QB2. We want Shedeur at QB2, but they want Bailey to be there just in case I don't make it. Yeah, he just in case. But actually, in reality, they don't want him to go in. They want Dylan Gabriel to keep the job and Bailey stay right there. Now, this is the only unique question I have with this. When Shedeur goes to start, if they put Bailey, now this is if they put Bailey at QB2, when it's Shedeur's turn to start, do you put Dylan Gabriel at QB3? Now, that is something I want to see if they put him at 2. If they put him at 2. So if Bailey is at 2, will Dylan Gabriel go to QB3 if Shedeur stayed at QB3? And that is to protect Dylan Gabriel, to make Dylan Gabriel feel comfortable knowing that, hey, Shedeur is not behind me. If I got to go out, Shedeur not coming in, Bailey coming in. Bailey is coming in. So, y'all, I don't know why it's like that. I get it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I could get what Kevin's trying to do. Kevin's saying, hey, Dylan is our guy. I don't want Shedeur to go in operating under Dylan type offense. I don't care if Bailey goes in. I know all of y'all want Shedeur at QB2, but I don't care what y'all want. I'm protecting Dylan Gabriel. I'm protecting Shedeur with a buffer with Bailey. He's my buffer. I don't care what y'all talking about. My thing is, when they make the switch, will Shedeur get the start, Bailey still be QB2, and Dylan at QB3? Now, if they choose to do it that way, that's what I want to see. I want to see it the exact same way. That however they do it right now, if Bailey get the job. Now, this is if Bailey get the job. It ain't confirmed, but the way Kevin was talking, it feel like Bailey. But again, I've been telling y'all from the jump, it could be Bailey. Before any of this went off, I told before we knew even Joe Flacco would get traded, I said, y'all, they probably will put Bailey up. They probably will put Bailey up. But at the end of the day, y'all ain't got to trip by none of this. I want to get it out there in the front street. So whatever they decide this week, nobody's feelings involved. We understand this is their business. This is how they decide to operate it. But Shedeur is still going to operate and play ball this year. That's all that is. That's all this is right now. Shedeur still will start. Shedeur, now, do I think Bailey will start? No. But if they give him something, I think it's one game. I think it's one game, and that one game is the only reason why they'll do the one game is because it was 13 games total. So you get 6 to DG, 6 to Shedeur, 1 game to Bailey. I'm just saying. And that keep the pressure off of Bailey, off of DG, and then that let, and in-house, y'all, in-house, they could talk about whatever they want to talk about. In-house, he can say, hey, look, Bailey is my QB2. Shedeur, the reason why I'm doing this is I want Dylan Gabriel to go out there and play ball, bro. I don't want him thinking about you coming in. The same way I'm going to leave Bailey at QB2 for you, I'm going to have Shedeur at number 1 and Dylan Gabriel, you go to QB3. Same way. I'm going to do it the same. But I want everybody to be comfortable. Dylan, your offense is going to be tailored to you, and Bailey could come in and run it. Shedeur, I'm going to tailor offense to you, and Bailey could come in and run it. Now, why Shedeur can't come in and run Dylan Gabriel's and Dylan can't come in and run Shedeur's is that's upper management type of situation, which don't make no sense, but that's where they at with it, y'all. That is where they at with this thing. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Hey, Kevin, House, you say you called the coach. Hey, listen, I was trying to give y'all a heads up. Now, I don't know if they're going to make it official, but Kevin show roll. Hey, listen, he tightrope that thing. He say, hey, doing what's best for the team, for development, for our individual player. I want to set them up for success. I want to take care of everybody. So, basically, the Browns don't care, man. The Browns operate in a different situation, y'all. Cam, what's good? Nice girl. They raw. PC, hey, it is. It is. PC was good. Well, PC and PC. Pasella, you say he will not be QB2? Talking about Bailey? It's really a toss-up, y'all. Because the people that came and watched him today, they said, hey, now this the funny thing about it. I don't even want Shedeur QB2. Matter of fact, I'll talk about that in a segment. The people watched them. And when they said what they said, I don't even want Shedeur QB2. Let Bailey have it. The way he already operating this thing, but that was when they was allowed to view it. I don't like that. LH, what's good? FD, you said Kevin is garbage. It's like that. JB, I know it. Ty, Miss Claire, they, you say plus they will bring later on Watson, but I don't like that. Watson can get activated, y'all, whenever they do. Excuse me, whenever they do decide to activate him, but he ain't playing, y'all, not this year. Selmo, what's happening? Selmo, I don't know if I ever gave you one, but I don't know if you ever care about it, but yeah. B Mays, say thank you for providing us with what we need to know. Yeah, I just want y'all to understand this thing. I remember I told y'all from scratch, the NFL, they will have you scratching your head. You know, I don't even use that terminology, but they have you scratching your head like, what is going on? So that's how you got to look at the NFL. And I think Dylan Gabriel said it in an interview today. He said, hey, what we have learned so far in this business, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what to expect dealing with Cleveland nor just the NFL in general. LH, Matt, Sam, say what's up, Colin? The Browns are really they are, man. They don't make no sense, but it makes sense to them. It makes sense to them. DJ, you say Bailey ran scout team today. Well, actually, I like Shedeur. Look, they from when the people was typing up what they was typing up when they was there. They said, hey, Dylan Gabriel was with the starters and the backups with active players. They said Bailey and Shedeur was with the guys that ain't touching the field, the scout team, whatever. So if that's the case, and Shedeur, now this could have been only because the people were there, and once they left, they went and did that. Hey, Samo, you really should have been. I just never thought about it until Max said it about I Love CC today. I just wasn't thinking about it because I be just coming and rolling. And so y'all got to forgive me on that. Just give me a heads up. But yes, Shedeur didn't went practicing, at least when the people was out there, they went with the starters or the active people. So if that's the case, man, put Bailey up there. Nah. Put Bailey up there. Put Bailey up there. I don't want it. I don't want it. If I'm Shedeur, if you're not giving me rotation with the ones, I don't want it. Get at the Bailey. Let Bailey go in there. Yeah, Bailey got 22, 23, 24, and now right now 25. If Bailey got all that in the league, yeah, you can have that, Bailey. Get that. Because they already going to tailor the offense to me. They going to tailor the offense to me now. So I just wait they tailor it to me. This why I'm just kind of going with the flow, y'all. If they want to jump Bailey up, jump him up. If you're not giving me the reps, put Bailey up. Because I don't want to go out there and don't have no reps. Not with the first team. I know you trying to protect, you say you protecting me. You say you protecting DG. I guess Bailey and Joe Flacco up for grabs. So, yeah, if you're not going to get out here and allow me to dominate, allow me to get these reps, don't put me out there. So, based on practice today, from what I have seen from the people who stood out there, Shedeur went down there with Dylan Gabriel. Him and Bailey was down there on the other end, or wherever they was at. They went with the guys who really putting that work in. So if I'm Shedeur, yeah, don't name me QB2. Like, if you do, give me the reps. If you not giving me the reps, put Bailey up there. Let Bailey look crazy out there. Cause how do you make a come up if I ain't getting to practice? Like, I need to practice at some point. So Shedeur probably better off waiting until he get the opportunity to get the offense tailored to him. Just give me the offense tailored to me. Because right now you tailoring it to DG. You ain't even allowing us down there. But that may have been only while they were there. Behind closed doors, they could say, hey, Shedeur, don't get out there. You and Bailey, let's see how it look. Okay, I think Shedeur could be out there. Or I think it's better off with Bailey. So if behind closed doors, they doing it one way, then cool. But while they were there, while the people was out there looking, man, listen, they did not have Shedeur down there. That's just the situation we dealing with, y'all. Kevin run his situation the way he want to run it. Kevin run his situation the way he want to run it. This is Kevin do it how he want to do it, y'all. They ain't stopping him. I guess Kevin say, hey, man, hey, I gave you 2 Coach of the Year awards. I gave you 2 Coach of the Year awards. So please back up off me. Let me do what I do. That's where we at. That's where we at. Now, is that protecting Shedeur? We'll ride out about that too. Is that technically protecting Shedeur? And is that protecting DG? Or are we just getting told whatever they feel like telling us, and they sitting behind the door talking about, yeah. We told them we got to tailor the offense to DG, and we're going to tailor it to Shedeur. Man, it's going to be the same offense. I'm going to just get Shedeur passes where he can throw downfield. He throw better passes downfield. That's it. Same offense. Same offense. I could actually call that for Shedeur during the game. But we'll tell them whatever we feel like telling them. They got to believe it. What they going to do? Say we lying? And even if they say we lying, what difference that make? It ain't like they going to stop us from doing it. See how they do us? So at the end of the day, it don't matter, y'all. They going to roll call this thing the way they want to roll call it. Only thing we know is Dillon Gabriel was going to play and get it for him. And then Shedeur is going to play and get it for him. That's it. That's where we at. Miss Cloud, yeah, it's like that. Jay Will, BB, you say, since DG started, I have said Shedeur shouldn't be QB2. He needs the same starts like DG, not going in as a backup. I want everything apple to apple. Me too. But the only thing that may not be apple to apple is DG might get 1 game more, or Shedeur might get 1 game more, and QB2 may switch around. If Bailey is the QB2 for Dillon, and Dillon steps down for Shedeur to get his turn, I don't think Dillon Gabriel going to 3. I just don't. T. Kitchen, yeah, hey, the Browns, they operate different, but we got to roll in. L. Kill, what's good? Mac, QD, you say they really act like the goal is tanking this season. Listen, with 10 to 12 picks, yeah, tanking is a real situation. That's a real situation that nobody don't want to talk about. DJ, you say because he has to be ready when the time comes in any offense. Correct. One time you say, could Shedeur really be getting reps? Yesterday, Coach Prime FaceTime Shedeur, and Coach Prime was telling him to make sure he checks down. Yeah, but that could just be overall talk. The man above, that could just be overall talk. P. Hall, it is. KO, you say they're not going to ever put 2 in. Well, he going in it's just, I'm thinking late November, December. Double P, you said, Kevin, it doesn't matter what he done 2 years ago. The owner and GM sent Kevin a message getting rid of Flacco. Not, yeah, but he had already bitched Flacco, so it kind of didn't matter. Flacco was like his, well, even before the Flacco was going to dip, they had it where Shedeur, that Dylan Gabriel was going to play, Flacco back up, then later down the line, Shedeur going to play. TP, you say all the Cleveland media is double downing that 12 is not good, does not know the plays, and Kevin does not want to play the 12. Nah. See, that's why I like when that article got leaked out. Well, they say it got leaked out, but the Browns basically let the information out. The Browns done pretty much said, hey, Dylan playing, Shedeur playing. But the owner said that too. Dylan playing, Shedeur playing. They been said that. And that's what's going to happen. We just we on a roller coaster ride, y'all. We on a roller coaster ride. And in this roller coaster ride, from the Cleveland media, from what Kevin's saying, just everything that's going on, it sounds like a lot. It sounds like you're going up, you're going down, you're going up, you're going down. But at the end of the day, y'all, Shedeur is going to play. Bottom line, Shedeur playing. Shedeur will get stars. Shedeur will get an opportunity to dominate. It's just, it's not happening the way we prefer it to happen. And every turn seemed like you got another quarterback leapfrogging Shedeur. Well, honestly, they can leapfrog Shedeur all they want. But in November, at some point, the last 2 games of November, Shedeur should be playing. Or all of December and then that first game of January. So Shedeur should get 7 to 5 games. Worst case scenario, the 4 games to the 7. Like that. So you're pretty much good. We just got to wait our turn, y'all. El Kill, you said Kevin don't want 12. You can see it was AB that gave him a chance. And listen, AB is still giving a chance. If AB want to get Bailey out of there, if somebody called for Bailey and he want Bailey gone, Bailey will be gone too. Because AB the one who bring in guys. You see they got rid of Kenny. Deuces. Got rid of Flacco. Deuces. Now they looking at Bailey like, hey, we, because even when Bailey played for Cleveland in 25, like January, it was the 24th season, but it was the first week of January, right? First weekend. He played Baltimore. He was 16 or 30 something, like 56 completion rate of 53, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. That's who's in front of Shedeur. So that's why I say nobody shouldn't trip. Man above, you said they already got 2 Heisman candidates. Yeah, I included Shedeur, the Golden Arm Award winner. Yeah, most accurate quarterback in history. Yeah, somebody tried to do a breakdown of that. They got mad at Shedeur about that. What does that really mean that Shedeur is up there? What you think it mean? That man was accurate. Playing for Birdies, you said Brian want to stop 12 from playing. Bailey will be QB2. From what they did today, while they was able to talk about it, and you don't get to stay there the whole time, but you get to stay there. If that's the case, let Bailey have it. That's why you say, I think Kevin is not making the right decision. Yeah, but we can't stop it. Hollywood, you say, I hope Bailey is the number 2 guy. The pressure will be on Kevin's head. Nah, because they already came on. Now, Kevin hasn't said it. Kevin hasn't said it, AB, Jimmy. But the Browns let the information out the bag this past weekend that, hey, Dylan Gabriel get a catered to him offense. Shedeur get a catered to him offense. They said that, and they both going to get to play. So we finding out who the quarterback is. We are finding out, which we know who the QB is, but we will find out who look good out there. Now, y'all, you get to be the judge of this now. Let me let y'all hear this so you get to be the judge. Dylan Gabriel gets to start against Minnesota. Dylan Gabriel gets to go to Pittsburgh, at Pittsburgh. So at Pittsburgh, it probably will make excuses for him if Pittsburgh really shut him down. But okay, at Pittsburgh. Then you got Miami at the crib, and then you go to New England. These next three teams are not cakewalks. Pittsburgh is not a cakewalk. Miami record sorry, but they could have won some games. So they are not going to be sorry. Now, they did just lose Tyreek Hill. And then New England, at New England, that ain't going to be easy. Then you got a bye week. Now, in this bye week, that'll be Dylan Gabriel played 4 games, just like Joe Flacco played 4 games. They should be able to decide if they want Shedeur or not. Now, if not, and you keep Dylan Gabriel in there, he come back on November the 9th, and that's at New York Jets. Then the 16th at Baltimore. And then, hey, you can make that change. That'll be 4, 5, 6. That'll be 6 games. You could make the switch. But if not, they'll give one more game to Bailey. And they'll say, Bailey, you got one more game. That's at the Raiders. So with that, his record could be maybe 3 wins out of 7. He could be 3-4. He could. But you know the NFL, you can win some games. So you know how that go. But the Jets are, the Ravens are, the Raiders are. Miami record ain't good, but they really ain't sorry. But let's say he get that game. Let's say he get 3 wins out of that. All right, now you start Shedeur with San Francisco, November the 30th, December the 7th, Tennessee, December the 14th, Chicago, Buffalo the 21st of December, the 28th is Pittsburgh, then you final game in January, Cincinnati. And that'll leave Shedeur with 4 games, 5, 6. That leaves Shedeur with 6. I think team-wise, DG might have better opportunity to win. I doubt they get a Raiders game to Shedeur. The more and more I look at it, I would love for that game to be Shedeur, but I doubt they give it to him. They probably going to want to start him on a home game. They'll get all the fans there. So that home game, November the 30th versus San Francisco, then Tennessee. Or they might even just start him fresh in December. So, y'all, game-wise, Dylan Gabriel, I know, people going to be saying, well, you trying to say this, you're saying that. Dylan Gabriel competition, he got some sorry teams in there. Raiders sorry, the Jets sorry. I know our records say we sorry too, Cleveland, but still, that's where you at with that. So, hey, Shedeur gonna get what he get. Hey, and you can't catch a fit. DJ, you say the Browns sorry. Hey, it's looking like it. All right, you say Shedeur will play Sunday because Dylan has a hamstring problem from the last game. His hammy injury tightened up. Don't be surprised. That's probably why they'll put Bailey. That is why they'll go with a Bailey over him. Real life, you say 12 wants to be there. He does. The situation set up for him the ball. Eventually, once he get in the ball. Shot, you say exactly. Gabriel has played with the starters all offseason and still look the same. That too. P. Hall, you say, what if Shedeur doesn't play this year? Will he leave Cleveland? Well, P. Hall, Shedeur will play. It's late November, December type time I see him playing. And he can't just up and dip. It's so many eyeballs on every thing Shedeur does. He just can't up and dip. He got to ride this wave out. Charlie, you say, can't catch a fit. Just deal with the cards you dealt with and ball out. Correct. That's all Shedeur can do. My name only, what's happening? Jay Will, you say, don't say the hamstring thing again. Anything. Nah. They probably could be. Pretty maybe what's happening. You say, how the Browns officially released the what game that should no. He ain't giving nothing out. This man talk by the week. That's all he go by. By the day and by the week. Really, that's how we all should live our lives anyways. But he is, man, he playing everything close. Like he ain't giving out nothing. Nothing. The man above you say, that's the bad part about it, bro. Gotta take it. Yeah, exactly. You just gotta go with the flow. But Shedeur will play y'all. I'm just telling y'all to get y'all mindset. So being named QB2, it really don't even matter. Well, I guess technically, in a sense, it does because that means if DJ come out, Shedeur go in. But cool, I ain't even tripping about that because they already said, which they could be telling the story, but not when these people go to talk about it. Not when they put it out in the NFL part. Shedeur playing, y'all. So I'm thinking late November, all December, and that January game. Me, you said they're going with Bailey because he got the hey, that could be something too. But Bailey was there last year. They did bring in Bailey. So something Kevin liked about Bailey brought Bailey there. And they liked him enough again to bring him in. I love CC. Hey, I got to put that work in now. As long as y'all rock with me. All right, you say Dylan had a hamstring problem during the preseason. That's why Shedeur took his place. He did. Now, that can happen too. See, you know what's funny? When did we know that Shedeur was going to start for that Panthers game? Was it the week of? It was the week before. I can't remember. Self, you say Kevin is not him. He might not be him, but he might. Listen, Kevin got pieces in place to win at Cleveland right now. They could scratch out some wins, but do they want to scratch out the wins? Eddie, you say, I really believe Watson is going to be QB1 and DG QB2 and Gronk QB3. Eddie, I don't see it because you're not coming back from that Achilles like that. That Achilles, that man ain't playing till next year. They could put him out there, but he ain't going to be what he was until next year. You need about 2 years removed from that. Chef, what's happening? You say the week of? See, that's what I'm saying. So if they really want Shedeur to go, they can make Shedeur go. T, you say yes, the week of like Wednesday or Thursday. Ooh, see what I'm saying? So it ain't like he had time to tailor the offense. It ain't like he had time to tailor it. So it is what it is. Ms. Cameron, you said a couple days before. So Shedeur can handle it. It's just Kevin. They get to say whatever they want to say. I don't know, Eddie. That's the only reason why I feel like that about it. If it wasn't that Achilles and it was something else, maybe I'd see it different. But it's the Achilles. That thing take a long time. Barbecue, what's happening? Smiley Mom, what's good? Miss Claire, you say, so why did it work then and it's not working now? What you mean? With who playing? I think they just don't want no pressure on DG. I think, truth be told, they don't want pressure on DG. Hey, Mathis, they know Shedeur. That's Shedeur team. That is Shedeur team, y'all. That's his team. Oh, with Shedeur playing right away? Because their hand was forced. Joe Flacco was going to sit because veterans normally sit in the preseason at that first game. DG Hammy and Kenny Hammy. So they had to go with Shedeur because they was trying to see what Kenny Pickett was about, but Kenny Pickett had a hammy so long, they say, bro, get out of here. Get out. Get out, boy. Your hammy been hurt. You just clocking cash from us. Get yourself out of here. Ain't he with the Raiders? Yeah, I think he with the Raiders. Smiley Mom, you say this a wild one? Yeah, it's wild. Listen, that's why I come to y'all and try to kind of paint the picture for y'all. If they start Bailey, don't trip. Shedeur got his own set time. And I'm thinking the more and more I look at it, for them to try to give DG a win if he ain't got one, you can kind of squeeze him out, possibly a win with the Jets and the Raiders. So I would keep him in until I get him a win. And then you'll start Shedeur November the 30th with San Francisco on. Shedeur's schedule a little harder than DG's. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, yeah, you say, yeah, he with the Raiders. Okay. Say, love you say you just read an article saying Shedeur needs more development. Now, y'all can't listen to everybody's articles because everybody don't have the insight on it. Shedeur come out and tell you exactly where he's at. Kevin has came out and said exactly where they at. He say they improving, they doing their thing. It's an article that the NFL put out, and they said, hey, Shedeur will be playing. Shedeur has been improving. So, yeah, don't let everybody fool y'all with that. Shedeur been putting in work, and they know he like that, and they already see it. And the players, one thing about it, the players have came out and said, and T-Hawk, you right, it is a long race. This is a long journey, y'all. Look, y'all, the last game ain't until January. Now, we might be in week 41 or 42 right now. I think 41. I think we're in week 41. So we real close to the end of the year. And then you get that first week of January. But, yeah, it ain't too much to worry about, y'all. Shedeur will get his opportunity. He will shine. He will ball. They have seen Bailey. Bailey ain't like that, so Bailey don't scare me. Bailey ain't gonna scare DG. He comfortable. He done looked him up. Oh, he started a couple games in 22. I think he was 0-2. Then he won 2 games the next year out of 6 starts. And then he came to Cleveland, played 1 game, started, still didn't do nothing. Oh, yeah, we're good. And for some reason, y'all, I don't know what it is with Kevin. Maybe I'm going to go back and look at it. But, boy, I don't know if it's the O-line or what, but Bailey, when he played for us in January of 25, man, Bailey only had 170 yards. It's just something about what Kevin them do on offense. I don't know what it is. It just ain't working. Real, you say during the preseason, Kevin was very excited when 12 scored his first touchdown. He's in good hands, just building his story and their story as well. The Browns making more all day, real. That's how I see it. Because they done put out too much stuff showing that Shedeur they got. They believe in him. Like it's that one NFL video out, y'all. I don't know if y'all done seen it, but it's an NFL video out that had Shedeur come on first. And they had him doing in the end zone at the Panthers game. Right after that, they had Tom Brady come on. And Tom Brady was like, yeah, I got picked such and such. And then, Tom Brady went on to have an amazing career. So they are selling the Shedeur. They gonna sell it now. They finna sell this Shedeur pick 144, 5th round, underdog. Maybe they want to write the narrative. I love CC. That's what they doing. They write the narratives the way they want to write it. So it's going to look like he made a come up. But at the end of the day, everybody who witnessed that, they like, nah. Y'all got my boy. Sell love. You say it's dinking and dunking. No run game with Bailey played. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dinking and dunking for all of them. If you only had 170 yards. Now, even when Shedeur went out there, he didn't have that many yards passing either. But it looked good. But Shedeur didn't have that. Miss Claire, that's a different commercial. Dr. Pepper had him slide through a tube saying your quarterback slide. But the NFL put out their own commercial. And they like, hey, they letting you know Shedeur finna be him. But you got to pay attention to it because they slided in there. They had a lot of stuff going before it. Then they had Shedeur. And I'm like, what? They got Shedeur? Overall, you say, forget all that, Colin. Kevin has to go. Well, Kevin ain't going nowhere if the owner don't want him. And then you got to look. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to do something for y'all because I know my book. My book supposed to have everything in it. I got a book now. It got everything in it. AB, you said, Colin, you called them when you said they want to take credit for Shedeur. They didn't develop him, but they are definitely going to, they're going to take all that. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to look in my book and see if they got the next hottest coach. Like, who is the next hot coach? Coaching changes in the way. Like, okay, cool. They ain't. Hold on, y'all. Cause sometimes, like in my college book, they'll show the top coaches coming up, who gonna get a job and who ain't getting a job. So let me see if they say anything about coaches that next up. Cause I just stepped back into the NFL this year. I watch, but I ain't locked into like the way I'm locked in now. And I don't know who's supposed to be up. Matter of fact, yes, I do. The teams that's balling. Everybody who balling, look at their OCDC. So whoever undefeated, go look at the Bills OCDC. Go look at the Eagles OCDC. Everybody that got good teams, look at their OCDC. And that's pretty much a clue of who's going to be the next man up. That's who they calling. A top team, OC or DC, that's who they calling. Or they could go and get a coach who's been coaching before and they redo it. PH, you say, why didn't he explain it instead of us guessing? Ain't nobody guessing. They can keep Bailey in or go with Shedeur. But the whole thing is about keeping everything separate. They want to keep Dillon Gabriel separate from Shedeur. Only way you do that is having Bailey at the stop point. And then if Bailey ain't, they don't want Shedeur really to come in at all. Nor do they really want Bailey to come in. But that's just the way they doing it. Yeah, Lady PC, you say you right. He was ready to, right out the gate. Renee, you say the Browns put out the depth chart only to embarrass Shedeur the next day. Yeah, but it really don't hurt nothing. Like, no matter what, it doesn't hurt anything. The only thing is it'll add more pressure to Dillon Gabriel. So, are they protecting Dillon Gabriel and protecting Shedeur at the same time? If you look at the way Kevin them looking at it, you can say yes. Bailey is the protecting point. That's why they got to Yo, you got to look at how they doing this thing. They got rid of Kenny Pickett, a player that Kevin admired from afar, got rid of him. Brought in Bailey, a player who he had on the squad last year. They brought in Tyler Huntley in emergency, a player that they had last year. So they keep guys at that quarterback spot. And I told y'all, I don't know if it was last year or one of them years, they played 5 quarterbacks. Right now we are on 2. Bailey can make 3, Shedeur can make 4. If not, Shedeur can make 3. Either way, they playing a lot of quarterbacks. Hopefully, this is the last year Cleveland has to deal with a quarterback situation. And they can have one quarterback for the next 10 to 15 years. Next 10 to 15 years. Mathis, you say the Browns better hurry up and put 12 in before those ticket prices drop to $2. Nobody, yeah. If you're not winning, yes, it's going to be hard. And that's what it looked like right now. Zip, you say, well, let's just wait for it. Not $2. I know it, ain't it? Real, you said Kevin is in his feelings about Flacco leaving. He never wanted Shedeur, but that's okay. Yeah, I got the whole, I got to find a say so on all that. That's why at the end of the day, when that article came out that the Browns supposedly leaked out, that's stating that Dillon Gabriel playing offense tailored to him, it's not fair for Shedeur to be a QB2. That's basically why Bailey should be QB2, y'all. Based on that article, based on how Kevin was talking today, Bailey probably should be 2. Just because supposedly the offense is tailored to Dillon Gabriel and you don't want Shedeur to go in on a Dylan Gabriel type offense. So then you send Bailey in. But Bailey whack already. JP, you say, yeah, soap opera is right. They make it. But if 12 ain't there, nobody worrying about the Browns. We just covered it until we don't have to. Rachel say, have the show saying, hey, it's really Bailey. It's a possibility Bailey jump them all. SK, you say, as a Steelers fan, please start Shedeur. We would love that. Listen, you think y'all would love that. We would love that. Shedeur, hey, we'll get that first victory now. Miss Beverly, you said Cleveland love this quarterback drama. I think it's just, it brings attention. Y'all, let me tell you how much attention they think the attention is on everybody outside of Shedeur. Excuse me. That they said Joe Flacco is getting number 16 with the Bengals. Joe Flacco starring with the Bengals. I'm like, nobody ain't really checking for that. But see, me, I'm checking for it because I want to see what he going to do. Nick, you say Shedeur should clearly be 2. That and 1, but hey, it is what it is. SK, you say against the Steelers, Shedeur will have negative 100 yards and sacks. Ooh, you tough. Hey, listen, my boy working on that pocket presence, and we going to be out there. You know what? Hold up now. Hold up. Let me go back. I think we play y'all December the 28th in Cleveland. Yeah, you come back on December the 28th. Shedeur should be starting. You come back on. You make sure you come back on that week. Yeah, we ready that week. We ready. They might not get him this week, but y'all gonna see us December the 28th at the crib. To y'all, you say, they said Grown would bring all this drama, but the Browns, yes, where that hoopla at? Where that hoopla at? Yeah, they got their own hoopla. They got their own hoopla. The man above, you say Steelers fan capping. They don't want to see. They don't. OD, you say free 12. It's coming. It's coming. Chicago, you say, I don't want Shedeur to go against TJ Watts. Well, but listen, thing is, he got to at later in the season, but thing is, right now, y'all, if Kevin feels that's what it is and he protecting them, let him protect them. Because Shedeur playing anyways. Hey, real life, you say Florida boy, the Florida boy I rock with you. Hey, boy, you hit it on the money. FLA, baby, you know how we do. Y'all, listen, man. I want Shedeur to be QB2, but if Kevin in his mind feel like, oh my goodness, you can't mix the macaroni with the peas or the macaroni with the corn. You got to keep them separate. Put the chicken in the middle. Okay, well, cool. Let it be like that. Let it be like that. Let it be like that. It ain't hurting me because, and it ain't hurt Shedeur. He's starting at some point, y'all. It's either late November or all January in that one game. JP, hey, you know it. Favor. JP, I ain't acting. He act like you got to keep them separate. Like, do not let them touch. No. So, all right, cool. Self-love, you say Florida girl all day. Hey, FLA, we off in here now. Zip, you say don't want DG to be running 10 miles an hour. Then Shedeur get in there and run 101. That too, all that. So I just go with the flow, y'all. And you could just see how Kevin rolling. Kevin is making sure, because he said, y'all look, the only reason he didn't say Bailey was QB2 right out the gate is because Bailey wasn't activated from the practice squad. That's the only thing. They haven't activated that man. If they would have activated him, bless me. Hey, if they would have activated him already, they would have been named that man QB2. But it just, even if they named Shedeur QB2, which I guess We're waiting to see because he say, let me see how the week go. What? Bro, let you see how the week go. What supposed to change? You know Bailey ain't him. You had him last year. If Bailey was all that, you could have named Bailey today. If Bailey was all that, you could have named Bailey over DG. So Bailey ain't him. Appreciate that, y'all. Mathis, you say of Kevin risk calling. But well, he ain't gonna do that. He can't go out there and do that. I know they set him up for the Rams game, but you can't set him up right now. Cause we'll all call that. Unless all them old linemen start catching like arm problems, shoulder problems, and everybody out. Now, this is the NFL, and anybody could be hurt any given Sunday. So, Shannon Brown, you say, man, everybody will watch the, yeah. We ready to see Shedeur, but we can't rush him. Self, you say they have to move around the roster. Yeah. That way he was saying, got to look at the roster. Like, man, you know what the roster is. Man above, you say Shedeur got to be twice as good as the other quarterbacks. Yeah. Listen, Shedeur can't take those sacks, though. Them sacks that he was taking for the Rams game, he can't take them. And even if he take a sack, matter of fact, I wish he go sack-free. I wish every game he play until next year is sack-free. And then even then, it's next year. Just hey, avoid all that. Eddie, you said, Colton, thank you for being a clean content creator. I try to watch some of those, but yeah, my grandma didn't raise me like that, man. Too many people in my hometown look at me like I'm crazy. Miss Favor, you say, where's DG hamstring? Hey, that hammy, they can pull that anytime. Art, you said they're just going to play their rookie quarterbacks, and Coach Kevin is under pressure. Now, see, Kevin is, he under pressure too. Like, everybody watching him because of this Shedeur situation. So last year, the Browns were sorry, and they might have caught everybody off guard. This year, they sorry, and everybody watching because Shedeur there. So you can't really hide it. Like, everything that they do is right in everybody's face. And the fact that they took Joe Flacco and got him up out of there, I know that boy hurt because I know he didn't expect that. Excuse me. He didn't expect that. I know he said, God, dog, well, I know they called for you, but they got you on the bird ASAP. Go on over there and play, Joe. Yeah. You'd have been a great number 2 guy for us. I'd have pulled DG out in a hurry to put you back in there, brother. Yeah, just go ball out until, yeah. I'm going to miss you. Joe, I'm going to miss you. This your boy Kevin, man. I'm going to miss you. You say I got Dylan and Bailey, Shedeur. You know I don't want to play them. Don't tell him I said it, though. That man don't want to play him, man. The Chosen. They might be. The Chosen, they could be. But I'm saying if they decided to go with Bailey, it wouldn't surprise us. Like, we already see this one in the mix. Nicole, what's good? Pez, what's happening? They want to give me a contract now. TL, you say watch Joe do his thing. Hey, listen. Joe got, I keep telling y'all this, Joe has Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. That boy finna shine. Lady PC, you say, nope, Shedeur, just that good. They don't want him to show DG up. That too. But that's going to happen anyways. They kind of on that journey anyways. DM, what's good? Nicole, you said so Kevin don't have to say who is traded. Nah, I think the owner and Andrew Berry, they control that. He might try to give his piece, but nah, them boys spent them draft pieces right now. Listen, Cleveland is all about the draft picks. I don't know if it's enough draft picks to get Shedeur up out of there, but they bought them draft picks for sure. LK, you say, Colin, I think the Browns really wanted to tank this year and get another draft pick. It looked like they want to tank. It looked just like they want to tank. Samo, you say Shedeur planting himself in a good ground and the fruits of his labor. Yes, he's working hard. He's going to be ready. He made sure he tell us, like, y'all, he come out and tell us everything. Yeah, y'all. He say, look. Me and the wide receivers, we out there balling. The practice squad wide receivers, we balling. And guess what they did? What they did? Brought them up. Brought a couple of them wide receivers up. The players, everybody keep talking about Shedeur now because it's opportunity by here. So what they saying about him is like, hey, real talk, Shedeur throw a nice ball. Now, you know, well, maybe y'all don't know, but when they say a quarterback throw a nice ball, that means when the DB is guarding that wide receiver, he got a timer in his head. I told y'all about this. You got a timer in your head, and you say, now, hold up. That ball got to be in the air. Let me look back and see. And when you look back, 9 times out of 10, when you say that ball should be in the air, and you look back to see where it's at, it's coming to you. It's coming at you to get to that wide receiver. So when you look back, you're like, okay, let me see where the ball at. Boom. You look, that ball is coming. And listen, what they mean by he throw a good ball, I mean that ball be way downfield. Hit. And Jared Judy way down there. They like, nah, ain't no ball coming way down there. And Shedeur hang it up. Ah! And that thing be in the air floating. And you saying, oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Ah! 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 And you trying to get ready to hit it because that's what a good ball mean. Good ball don't mean say height, out. Say height, slant. Say height, curl. It don't mean that. It mean that ball going deep, and you got to be ready. Shy, you said who said he throw a good ball? I think it was Denzel Ward. I think Denzel Ward said it. And like, hey, that boy throw a good ball. And that's who you want to say it. He a DB. I played DB. When you got to calculate, where that ball at? That ball should be in the air. Somebody should be done made a play. Because it's certain stuff you hear when you running. Like when you running, you can't hear nothing. It be, ooh, 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 ooh. And you thinking why they running. And then at a certain time, you supposed to hear like, ooh, hey, a ball. When you don't hear nothing, you like, hold up. That ball got to be coming. Where is it at? And then you take that look back and it's coming your way. That means that's a good ball. When you say a good ball, throw a good ball, boy, that ball going way out there. This ain't no play yards. I'm throwing that ball downfield. You better be on your man. So, y'all, when Shedeur does get his opportunity, we're going to be good. It just right now it don't feel good because we want Shedeur to play. But it is what it is. Lady PC, you say Kevin stuck on DG no matter what. They making it sound like it. I still think the NFL got something to do with this. I still think the NFL in Cleveland all still pushing this hard. Because think about it, y'all. Why randomly, we're playing the Ravens and they say, hey, breaking news. Shedeur Sanders could have been drafted by the Ravens. And then Coach Pride came out and said, okay, and what, we supposed to sit 10 years behind Lamar Jackson? Okay, let the cat out the bag. The Eagles called too. What's up? We ain't going for none of that. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, we'll take our chances. Oh, okay, they drafted Shedeur. Yeah, I mean, Dylan Gabriel, we'll still take our chances. Ain't nobody there we scared of. Joe Flacco, gone. Kenny Pickett, gone. DG, the only one there. And they brought in Bailey, but Bailey ain't like that, so Bailey don't even count. No matter what they do with Bailey, Bailey don't count. No matter what they do with Bailey, I need y'all to hear that, because y'all probably worried and scared about who they finna make QB2. It don't matter. They want Dylan Gabriel to play the whole game. So if Shedeur QB2 or Bailey, they don't care. They want Dylan Gabriel to play that whole game. All right. Shedeur and everybody in their family thought he could compete with a Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel. That's why they chose that. They was 100% right. Now, is this a up and down, round and round, up and down, round and round? Cleveland got you going out of your mind. Up and down, round and Cleveland got y'all tripping, but I ain't tripping, man. Shedeur gonna play y'all late November, December. He made the right choice. He got QJ, he got Harold, he got Davey, he got Jerry Jeudy. The defense solid. They got 10 draft picks plus 2 more. Shedeur coming, y'all. This a money play. This a money play. Shedeur is walking money. But hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Rock out with me. Listen, if you're trying to get monetized, if you want to share your talents and your gifts with the world, email me. If you want to learn everything I done learned, email me. I am an author as well. The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. That's the title of my book. The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. That's the title of my book. And also, if you want to become an author, email me. You want to promote your product, want to promote your business, want to promote your social media outlets, want to promote your YouTube channel, or learn how to build one, email me, info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. But hey, blessings to y'all. I might, the man above, you say you had 23 subs, but no niche. Don't even use the channel. Well, boy, you mean to crank that back up. Crank that up. Crank that up. Not crank that up. Hey, boy, you better crank that up and get one. Crank that up. Boy, bring in, change your life. Hey, I might come back on later tonight. All right, you say go Lions. I wish we was winning like the Lions. Hey, might come back on tonight. I love CC, exactly. But if not, blessings to y'all, but I might. Don't quote me on it, but I might. Holla at y'all, holla at y'all, holla at y'all.